right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to me. Welcome back to snowy New England. I hope everybody is doing wonderfully today. Let's look at the twin flame journey. Thank you so much for all your kind comments for our guest readers. I really appreciate that. They are stepping out of their comfort zone in a lot of ways to be, so public on this channel. So I do appreciate them. And I appreciate you guys being so kind and generous with me while I'm traveling. So I appreciate that. So let's get into it. I want to see what's going on with the twin flame journey. Lots of insights coming through. Had a lot of time to relax and really enjoy some friends. I've been on other trips where I've been on my own. I do like to travel on my own, but this was a really lovely sort of divine feminine trip. I interacted with several different energies of divine feminine, which I found to be fascinating. So let's see what's going on here. And also divine masculine energy came through because of that. There was something that showed up to me a couple of times, and I'll see if I can share that with you as we go through this reading. I will do an extended. I will pull cards for each zodiac sign depending on whatever the content is, but you'll definitely get some guidance for each zodiac sign in the extended. So that's what those are for, just to go a little deeper. So let's see what's happening here. It's lovely to be back in my house. It's lovely to be with Charlie. I missed him terribly. So, all right, let's see where we're going. Okay, higher power coming through. I don't know if you noticed in this card, this is the wisdom of the oracle. See that little key? Let me see if I can point it out to you right there. Da, 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 da. That's a key right here, right? Third eye. Some of you are opening up to some new gifts. Okay, I definitely had that experience over the past few weeks about being sort of downloaded different things than I have been in the past, sort of showed up differently. People I was with having downloads, they were having some kind of experience, even though they might not have been sure that they were having it, but I was like, you're having a download. And that was really interesting. A leg up and a message in a bottle. So I do feel like those of you who have been on the spiritual path for a while, divine feminine especially, are going to be now called upon to help other people in their journey. Okay, that I have been feeling that very loudly. That's what all of the tarot certification has been on the channel. That's what all the classes have been about for the past few years, is really about helping others kind of navigate. I definitely have a divine masculine energy coming through to me spiritually that is shining that light like the hermit. So that might be my particular twin flame or just the twin flame divine masculine collective. So take that how it resonates. As always, take these readings how they resonate, okay, for you personally, but also kind of I'm really getting the sense lately about seeing things more globally, seeing things more societally. So we'll be talking more about that as we go this week, especially. Okay, I have been getting quite a lot of messages around the full moon in Virgo. That is the hermit, right? The hermit shining the light. So lots of messages around, hey, some of you may be getting downloads. Some of you may be getting information. Some masculines are getting downloads right now. And that's, it's almost like, I almost feel like they didn't know that that's what that was. That they're just getting really kind of flooded with information, especially the divine masculines who are undergoing big changes right now. Some of you are experiencing massive transformation right now. I'll be talking more about astrology this week as we get into things. I do have my astrology group this week. We're going to be talking a lot more about the patterns of 2024. Okay, there's a lot of big things coming up right now. So let's look at the collective. There's Iris. There's the divine feminine. That is all about, this is like the Two of Cups card almost. It is Sagittarian energy, so there is a sense of optimism around the flow between you and your divine partner. There's a lot of optimism there. There's a sense that the other partner who may not have been, and this for most of you is the divine masculine. I think I'm talking to a lot of divine feminines right now. Um, I feel like they're opening up in such a way that they kind of get it. It's almost like if you kind of told them, hey, divine masculine, you're getting downloads now, they'd be like, yeah, 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 whatever, because they are the physical twin. So the divine feminine is the spiritual twin. It's much more relevant in terms of your, your 3D experience when you're connecting to 5D. The feminine goes, oh, I'm getting downloads. Like integration is a thing that the feminine kind of naturally gets. The masculine is like, what is this? And it is not to say that the masculine isn't as evolved or even more. This is not about hierarchy. This is not about the feminine is better than the masculine. Why would I even say something like that? That the feminine is more spiritually advanced. I do think that there's a different kind of opening up for the masculine right now that is going to bring other layers to the connection. Okay, other layers. And then there's a sense of like, hey, what's going on here? So the masculine may be getting information coming through in a more traditional way. Like if they're getting a ton of downloads, if the masculine's getting downloads, then they're getting more, sort of more, I mean, this is like a little like old fashioned, right? Message in a bottle. So they're getting some kind of more traditional message, maybe about the connection. So there's this ethereal, there's this mystical, we do have Neptune in Pisces, right? Neptune has been in Pisces since 2011. So a lot of you have opened up to your spiritual gifts, to the spiritual connection in that time period. Neptune is going to be moving into Aries. Put a pin in that. All right, we'll talk about that more in the astrology group this week, I think. But that is definitely about taking action, right? Neptune in Pisces, that is that's logical. No, not logical. That the opposite of logical. That's the mystical, that's the place of higher energies, that's the place of nothing having boundaries. And Neptune in Pisces is its natural placement. That's the rulership. Neptune rules Pisces. The new Jupiter is the traditional ruler of Pisces, and Jupiter is about expansion. And so you can see that like Piscean energy is about all is one, is about, nothing has sort of boundaries, nothing has rules, connecting to the divine. We have Uranus in there in Taurus right now, which is a different energy, which I can be talking about. But for me right now, this feels like the masculine is opening up and like seeing it translate into their life. Seeing these downloads or these kind of spiritual conversations that you might be having with the divine masculine telepathically or in the 3D, right? You may be having these conversations and they're getting it. They're seeing it. The divine masculine is now seeing how that relates to their life. I feel like for a long time, the masculine was like, okay, there's this over here. I have this connection with this person. And it may or may not be translating into any kind of 3D experience. But now it's sort of like they're putting it all together. There's kind of like this, oh, I'm feeling like I'm more intuitive. I'm feeling open. I don't know that they'd even use these words if they're not really, if this divine masculine that I'm connecting into is really very versed in the words. I don't think they have words. Neptune and Pisces, no words. There's no words for that. Okay, it's just beyond communication, which is why I think this opening, this twin flame opening for this past since 2011 has had no words to it. Okay, no words. Now, the situation that's going on is the Queen of Cups. There is love flowing. This is for the collective. I'll pull cards for divine masculine, divine feminine. This is the love is flowing in the connection here, right? 10 of Wands coming to the end of a cycle. This is Uranus and Taurus. Aha moments, breakthroughs, information coming through, and then translating it to a daily life. Like, what is it? If I'm getting a download, do I just like, silo that off over here and it doesn't really translate into how I'm living my life? No, it's definitely translating. All right. So how is this unfolding? Two of Wands, 10 of Swords. Yep, getting that. The Star and the Knight of Pentacles. All right, this is Virgo. Remember what I was talking about with the Hermit and the Lantern? All right, the Hermit is okay. The Hermit is Virgo. And the Hermit in tarot is a sacred, like a divine healer. They are someone who does experience healing energy in themselves, but then it flows into daily life. It's the bridge. Virgo and Pisces are opposite energies. But when Virgo, and you can say that's the divine masculine, the Hermit is a divine masculine, when that flows into an actual practical solution or anchoring it in daily life, because there's been so much love flowing back and forth that it's like a little overwhelming. It's like time for it to leave that realm. It's time for it to anchor itself. It's almost like lightning needs to anchor in the ground. Like the ground is the thing that the lightning seeks, right? Because of all the positive and negative energy that's going on. Water is the conductor of that. The earth is like, it's seeking to find some place to ground, right? This electricity. And I feel like that between the divine feminine, divine masculine, it's seeking some place to ground. It needs to express itself in a reality in some way. So there's a sense, and this is lightning and thunder, right? I know that's Neptune, right? God of water, right? Neptune. And it's plutonic energy. It's Pluto, big transformation. So interestingly enough, in this deck, it's sort of like I think this is the Hierophant in this deck, but that is also a spiritual leader. And in this deck, it's more like half man, half superhuman, or half man, half beast, or half man, right? There's a sense of immortality here in this leadership, in this person that the divine masculine is seeking to make some big decisions. There's an ending coming for them of a physical life, of part of their physical life that doesn't accept this new reality, this new breakthrough that they're having. It won't accept it, right? It's come to some kind of closure. And the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords, now we're stepping into healing. And Virgo actually is the sacred servant, but also a healer. Virgo is very healing energy. It's about the routines that we have in our lives. And this is very baseline level, but the routines that we have in our lives that create health for us. And the Star is Aquarian energy. So it's almost like it's marrying these two things. This very etheric energy, this very mystical energy is going to take physical shape. So for those of you who have been primarily in your twin flame connection in an ethereal kind of way, looking to connect via telepathy, looking to do your healing work and send healing energy, but then disconnect from the masculine. I feel like I'm connecting to that set of divine feminines right now. Okay, so right now the love is flowing here, and the divine feminine doesn't really have to do anything. I almost feel like this is the divine feminine with the Queen of Cups. The temperance energy is Archangel Michael in most decks. We'll look at Archangel Michael in a little bit, but this is about the flow of that. Like lightning seeks its ground, and water finds its level. Like all of these things in the physical, it must find its grounding. And here we have the Knight of Pentacles in the outcome of this part of this reading for the collective. So it's like everything that has been being experienced in this spiritual realm is seeking a ground. and it's going to be a sudden thing, the Tower. So I'm going to get a couple cards for the Divine Feminine right now. This is a little bit of where are you and your advice, and then the same for Divine Masculine. So Divine Feminines who are watching this or who may be drawn to this, all right. King of Wands, Two of Cups, very similar, right? This is the Two of Cups energy in the Temperance card. King of Wands, Two of Cups, King of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Chariot, the Two of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. So the feminine is going to be gaining awareness of why this has not been manifesting in the physical, why it's not manifesting or hasn't been up until this moment. It looks to me like the Divine Masculine has a physical or a financial issue that they are holding back. The feminine is the Queen of Wands or the King of Wands in this. The feminine, and that is that's Leo energy, that is taking action. This is fiery energy, Aries, Sag, Leo, and wanting to take action on this. The masculine is being much more practical. King of Pentacles. Okay. And I feel like there's something here. The Divine Feminine is energetically saying to the masculine, which is go inside in order to work with this. This Five of Pentacles, the feminine feels left out in the cold, that the masculine isn't taking any action or something like that. But what the action that will be taken, Ace of Swords. Information coming through. Okay. Definitely going to be doing that. And we'll explore more about that in the extended, but this definitely feels to me like the feminine is saying, listen, when you're getting these downloads, it's basically sharing with you what to do next and how to move forward. And there's this aha moment that's coming for the connection. All right. There's this aha moment of how to heal this, how to link the divine energy of this connection to a physical reality. How do we actually do that? What does that look like? Even, okay? Because I get the sense that there could be distance between some of you. Some of you may be dealing with a divine masculine at a distance, or the feminine let's see. Let me get the cards for the divine masculine and we'll see what is going on with them. So the feminine is saying, hey, you know, I know you're going to tell me a truth here, but you've got to get your truth first. Like you've got to really connect in. The feminine can say a truth too, but there's something here about the communication coming from the divine to the connection. The masculine is getting just as much now as the feminine is in terms of downloads and things like that. So what about the masculine, please? Where's the masculine? Tower. 100%. Page of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. I'm sorry you've had to wait. That's exactly what that says. Page of Cups is apology. Seven of Pentacles is patience. This is a lot about patience. The Divine Feminine is learning of these downloads. Feminine's like, let's go, right? I'm ready for union. Let's go. The feminine may think she's ready for union. I'm just using the pronoun she because it's, you know, it's just more expedient. You may have you may be a 3D male who is a divine feminine and vice versa. We're not really talking gender here. You got me? There might be male, male, female, female. Okay. Because we all have both inside us. I know I need to say that every single time I do these readings so people can understand that this is energy. This is not about gender. So let's see. King of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. And the World. So the masculine hasn't quite got there yet. I think that's why there's like patience, grasshopper. The King of Swords, the masculine's coming through saying, hey, I'm working on it. I'm working with what I'm doing. I'm trying to learn this. The Knight of Pentacles is they haven't put it in place yet. They haven't, you see how this is for the collective. But the masculine themselves, very interesting. First of all, I don't read, or I don't on this channel, I don't read reversals. In this case, this feels a little bit like the masculine is blocking the adaptation of their guidance becoming real in the physical. They're blocking that a little bit. Not a little bit, quite a bit. But that's coming to an end because we've got all these tens and this world is the ending energy. I'm just going to keep going here a little bit. Okay, there's Capricorn, Knight of Cups, and oh, look at this. Okay, so for some of you, this masculine is trying to bridge two worlds. They're trying to bridge a physical world with their work and a spiritual love with their divine feminine. They're trying to game it out. They're trying to figure out how does this, and this is Capricorn, how does this anchor in the physical? Some of you, some divine masculines are needing to untangle themselves from a 3D life that has become toxic. Not even a little bit. I feel like what the masculine is saying to themselves is, this is something that does need to end, world. This entanglement could be their work. They could be in a toxic kind of culture in their work. They're actively becoming the King of Pentacles. So they're going to do this. I feel like that's happening. And the feminine is watching it from a distance. I feel like a very strong presence of the High Priestess, the Queen of Cups there, and really watching them from a distance. I feel like what the message that's coming through here, let's get a little bit around this Ace of Swords. Tell me what the Ace of Swords is. Five of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Four of Cups. So I feel like the masculine is going to share their struggle, but it's almost like this is for a set of divine feminine and divine masculines who are dealing with particularly a masculine who is having a hard time with people, with colleagues or family or friends. They're struggling with incorporating their spirituality, which the divine feminine is a major part. They're struggling to understand what it will look like concretely. They're really struggling with that. And especially since there is something in the way. There's the Devil card and this Ten of Wands, right, is in the way. And I don't mean that in like a get out of the way kind of meaning. I mean that it's almost like obscuring their vision of how this is going to work. This is really about concreteness and how does it play out. So this, I believe, is the most important card in the whole reading here, which is definitely the Tower. In the masculine is like aha moments of what does this end up looking like, or how does this play out, or what am I going to see? I'm going to tell you right now, I feel like March is a big deal. Okay, March, 10 weeks. Yeah. After a lot of effort and hard work, by next spring, this will all be different. Okay, by a year from now. So something by the end of this year. I feel like this, I was thinking about this Three of Cups is March, third month. Ten of Swords is the fifth card in this reading, which is 10 weeks from now. There's definitely something that is going to be, it's like lightning will hit the ground, or lightning will find its ground, or something like that over the next 10 weeks. And then I think this plays out over the next year. It is slow. This is definitely slow. The Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, like trying to make it real. Virgo is very purposeful. And right now, it's almost like the masculine is in their Aquarian energy, right? Pluto and Aquarius, in their Aquarian energy of trying to figure it out logically. And that's not for nothing. It's not like, oh, logic can't have anything to do with it. This is a divine connection. This is all about Neptune and Pisces. This is much more spiritual. I feel like there's a grounding a grounding of that spirituality in daily life. And I think that's where we are. I think the masculine is the one who's leading that, right? The feminine, very much a waiting kind of energy for the feminine, a patience kind of energy. I'm sorry that you have to be patient. I'm sorry that this is taking time, but it's very important that it does, because we're talking about anchoring something in a physical life. And we don't want to mess that up. That's what I'm getting from the masculine. It's not that like I'm confused or I don't know. It's that I don't want to mess this up. That's a different message than we've received. So I'm going to continue this reading. If you'd like to continue with me, there's a link below, and I'll go deeper into both masculine and feminine, and I'll pull cards for each zodiac sign so you can get your own guidance. Okay? All right. Link is below. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.